everybody. It's your friend Oxtail. We just got finished with episode 14 of Avatar. Well, what an interesting episode. Kind of a little bit. I don't know how to take this episode. I mean, I kind of take it as a one-off. Like some of the episodes that are in this series so far are kind of one-offs. So they kind of give a little bit. This one I felt like was kind of the weaker of the character development. I mean, it did add a little bit, but not a ton. Nothing that couldn't be, explained in other, episodes as more that were more in the meat of the actual series. I mean, not bad episodes. Just I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this episode. I don't know if it was, needed. But I'm not saying anything wrong about it. It's kind of I'm a little mixed with it. Um, Overall, let's see. We got Aang, who is starting to have more of a feelings towards Katara, starting to feel that that kind of connection with her, and I get that because she's a bender. She's very pretty, and he kind of wants to start to build something with her, and I could understand that Aang would probably want that. That's just natural. But Katara is completely oblivious. Now, here's something that's funny. A nitpick, as it were. Aang gave her a new necklace made by the fishing string. That's what the whole start of the episode was. Where did it go? If you look over that episode, through at her neck, I actually mentioned it during the video on my redirect link. So check it out. Her necklace goes away. Come on, animators. Come on. You can't stay consistent. Come on. I bet you if I was to watch the next episode, it still wouldn't be there. Ah. I wonder if they. Well, I could be wrong. Anyway, so a decent episode, like I said, but I still, like I said, mixed feelings about it. It's a little bit about taking fate into your own hands, basically controlling your own destiny, not letting anyone kind of control what you do or tell you how you should do or live life. Some people live like that. Some people tend to just oh, should I turn right? Should I turn left? They always doubting because they're not sure. There was an episode on, I think it was American Dad. I don't know if any of you guys and gals watch American Dad. I like American Dad. There was an episode where Roger, the alien guy, and this is not really a big spoiler, um, he gets psychic powers, and then the family literally relies on him for every decision that they make, and then they literally become like trapped in their own house at some point because he has to leave for whatever reason, or I think he loses his powers or something like that. And he loses his powers, and they are all like wild animals. Not really wild animals. They're all like gruff and like haven't showered or anything like that, because they basically lived their life to be told what the next step is. Oh, should I do this? Should I do this? Should I do this? I don't know what's going to happen. And that's kind of sad, but at the same sense, that's kind of what this village was doing. This village was basically living off of just prophecies and fortune telling, and I don't know. I mean, that's just a scary way to live sometimes. Um, and like one guy, and Sokka said it so well, like he was wearing red shoes, and he's like, "Why are you wearing red shoes?" And he's like, "Oh well, the fortune teller told me I'm gonna meet my love in these red shoes." He's like, "You are gonna meet her in those red shoes because you're wearing them every day." I mean, I may have, I'm basically giving the synopsis of that particular scene, but I mean, it was a little bit worded differently. But overall, that's what I mean. He's wearing the red shoes every day. That's what's going to happen. He's going to meet a woman in those red shoes, and that woman is going to end up being his true love. So why? I mean, you're basically setting yourself up to get what you want because you're doing something that you were told to do. But that's silliness. Or like when they were starting to get the volcano was starting to erupt, they didn't want to believe Aang. They had their faith in that, the village would protect it. And the last scene with that guy saying, well, it was. The village didn't get destroyed, did it? Yeah, but still. I don't know. I don't know. It's just that was that was crazy for because they had to rely on if Aang wasn't there, but this is the whole thing about fate and destiny and where you could go so many different directions with it. You're like, you can't rely on that kind of stuff. You can't rely on, hey, yeah, while it was saved only because of this, that was just I would say more of a coincidence than, fate and destiny and whatever you want to call it. I mean, yes, Aang does have a destiny to him, and he's going to go into this massive battle according to this fortune teller, which I think I see coming. I mean, I guess that's what's going to be kind of the big show of it all. That's what's going to basically be the last couple. I feel like last couple episodes is basically Aang in a big battle of some sort. I don't know if he's going to be leading the charge of basically the other nations. I don't know if he's going to be going mano a mano with maybe the Fire Lord or his son. We don't know. We don't know 100%. I mean, but a lot of these shows do tend to draw off of other shows that do those kind of things. They build up to a big baddie that they have to battle, the boss battle, as it were, and that's very cool. This is basically the hero's journey, and I'm not sure if guys and gals are familiar with the hero's journey. The hero's journey is basically a storytelling circle that a lot of storytellers do when they're telling these kind of stories. They have a person that's basically put in a situation that they need to go outside their kind of comfort zone, whether it's going outside their village, going outside of their own means, whatever the case may be. They have to go on this adventure, and there's going to be some build up. There's going to be some character development. They're going to meet some people along the way that they're going to have to help. That's kind of where Avatar is at right now. I feel like that it's gonna get to where it's gonna get to. There's gonna be a loss, and I don't know what that is. I don't know. They're gonna take a loss. I don't know if someone's gonna actually get killed, or if they're gonna get set back, or if something's gonna happen that puts Aang in position. But I'm again. This is a theory, not I know what's gonna happen. I just am theorizing. But if they're on the hero's journey, as I think I are, we're gonna get into that. They're gonna get to a headline to something. Something's gonna happen that's gonna set them back. That's gonna push them a little bit further back where they can't accomplish their goal on time, or they're not gonna be able to go accomplish their goal on time because of this item. So that's what we're kind of getting to, and then or the big baddie basically does something that basically where Aang has to focus on that for a while. Kind of like where he gets like defeated. And I've seen this a couple times. This is all theory crafting. He gets defeated and he basically doubts himself for a while, and then he gets picked back up, and then they move forward, kind of scenario. Or like something gets taken out, and Aang he focuses his attention on there and doesn't want to leave because he was afraid that if he leaves this one, that basically shows that he's not willing to protect people. I just feel like there's going to be a point that he's going to get stuck for a little bit. So that's just me thinking that. But I don't know. That's a lot of theory crafting. But I feel like, and correct me if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments if you think I'm kind of close, if he is truly on the hero's journey path, and where he could be on this hero journey's path. I believe that he's getting to. I don't know if it's going to happen this season, but it may be the finale of the season, but we'll see. Folks, if you like this video and you like my redirect video, please leave a thumbs up in this video below. And as always, if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. I appreciate all the ones I get. And I will leave the link for the Google Drive link in below too. So many belows. Folks, as always, I'll see you tomorrow for Ruby. Peace out. Bam. A special thank you to all my patrons. Thank you so much for your support.